How do we develop a logo? Let's try to understand these topics: typography, color, image, iconography, hierarchy, and scale, and static versus changeability. Start with typography first. Typography is pictures of words. Letterforms can be thought of as clothing. For this reason, it will be more advantageous to use long-lasting, more classical fonts that will not go out of fashion, as we do when choosing clothes. But what we wear and the fonts we choose should also contain elements that reflect our style. Every font has a personality. Here's the rule: know your audience and the purpose. Also, you don't always have to use the default fonts like Times New Roman and Calibri. And colors. Although the meanings of colors are mostly personal, it is obvious that some colors evoke certain emotions and thoughts. For example, in the United Kingdom, white is considered pure and positive. In China, white is used in mourning, symbolizing heaven. Red is connected with strength and life, but is taboo in financial communities. In these instances, the color acts as a signifier of ideas. At the same time, colors are of great importance for memorability. Hue, saturation, value, or tint. Here are the things you should pay attention to. So what color should I choose? Red, passion. Yellow, caution. Green, money. White, perfection and purity. Blue, peace and cool. Black, fear and negativity. Purple is of course royalty. And orange, creativity. The choice is yours. The next step is the icons. Icons can be very powerful and convey a large amount of information quickly. An apple acts as both a symbol of New York and of education. This may seem like a cliché, but clichés are, intrinsically, very recognizable. Such symbols should not be disregarded but, rather, presented in a fresh form. The iconography should engage the viewer. Seeing recognizable signs in a unique form is a good way to achieve this goal. As society and culture change, the meaning of imagery and iconography shifts. Responsibility for understanding the meaning of an image lies with the designer. So what do you think about the shapes? A good logo will involve a shape that is appropriate and memorable. Shape is at the core of mnemonic value. Although it would be easy to say that a circle is the most successful shape for a logo, it would be untrue. There are logos made with squares, ellipses, triangles, and other unique shapes that are equally successful. Scale is also important. Do you want to use your new logo on websites, social platforms, business cards, and stationery products? But how do you determine the right logo size for each of these apps? First, there are several logo features that help you better understand which logo size you should choose. A logo has a size measured in pixels. For example, a logo might have a size of 1280 by 720, which means it's 1280 pixels wide by 720 pixels high. The higher the pixels, the higher the quality. Have you heard of the PNG logo? Is a logo file measured in pixels? It is an efficient file format that also supports transparency. It usually has a small file size, so these files are perfect for web use. For example, profile pictures and profile covers on social media are usually PNG files. A transparent logo is a logo without a background. Sometimes you need to place your logo on another background. But if your logo already contains a background, you have to remove it manually. So you can place your logo on any background you want. A black and white logo is one that uses only two colors, black and white. These logos are often used in situations where color is not available, such as for printing documents at home. Black and white is a classic. Feel free to experiment. And of course, the watermark logo is a logo that is transparent and usually only black or white. A watermark logo is often used as a copyright symbol over other images. This is why photographers sometimes use logo watermarks on their photos. And perhaps most importantly, interchangeability. The logo should serve as a central tool that provides a cohesive sound for a wide variety of applications. This does not require the logo to be an uncompromising, immutable object. 20 years ago, the idea of designing a logo that could mutate would have seemed strange to people. As information distribution systems expand, as television and social media change, it should no longer be weird for logos to move, change, or just want to evolve. Designers should know more about the variable attributes of the logo. They must provide guidelines for movement, sound and print, and spend the time they spend choosing colors but also changing logos. Because keeping up with change is very critical and important. The impact and response of the logo should reinforce the overall criteria and concept. The world is changing, maybe your logo should change too.